I actually teach other artists now. I teach business courses to artists because I feel like there is so much opportunity to start your own thing and have no bar on what you can make doing what you love, and that there's another avenue. There's another avenue for people, and it doesn't matter if you're creative. Like I always say, if whatever you're into, you like making salsa, like what do you like doing? It could be the weirdest little thing, like you like making gum or you like whatever. The way my brain works is that there's a market for you somewhere, and I'm able to navigate, okay, who would that market be? Who are you going to get in front of? Who could you collaborate with? Da, 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 da. Like my brain works like that. And so I just feel like a lot of people are afraid to take the risk, but that if they did, like there is an avenue where they could be, if disciplined, you know, and not afraid to jump out there. Because I always say you can always fall back in one of these jobs. They're always going to be there. You know, you're unhappy already. Right. Why not take the risk and see what could happen? But I mean, so going back, I'll kind of jump around, but I got really big into Gary Vee.
Hell yeah, everything's content. Go Jets.
Gary Vaynerchuk. No, I got really into Alan Watts. I was listening to Alan Watts all the time, just about like what makes you tick, and then what, you know, connecting with what it is inside of you that gets you excited.
What's your why? That's right.
What's your why? Watts. So I always start off when I teach the class, I start off with Alan Watts, If Money Were No Object.
Yeah.
It's one of the best 3-minute clips. It says, it's all wretch and no vomit. You never get there. Like he talks about the system.
Fire that off.
It's so good. If you can find it, it's 3 minutes long. I listen to it probably once a month. I'll play it in a morning just to fire me up again, because it talks about we're put in a system, and you do it to your kids, and then you do it to their kids, and it never gets there. You never reach the peak of fulfillment. You never reach happiness. You never really follow your passion. So it's like recreating a new system or a new way of going about.
What makes it?
It's so good.
Damn Wi-Fi, I swear. I'm going to go get your gun out of your truck and
what sort of a situation
you like the hay?
would you like? Let's suppose, I do this often in vocational guidance of students. They come to me and say, well, we're getting out of college and we haven't the faintest idea what we want to do. So I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? Well, it's so amazing. As a result of our kind of educational system, crowds of students say, well, we'd like to be painters, we'd like to be poets, we'd like to be writers, but as everybody knows, you can't earn any money that way. Or another person says, well, I'd like to live an out-of-doors life and ride horses. I say, do you want to teach in a riding school? Let's go through with it. What do you want to do? When we finally got down to something which the individual says he really wants to do, I will say to him, you do that. And forget the money. Because if you say that getting the money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way. And after all, if you do really like what you're doing, it doesn't matter what it is, you can eventually turn it, you could eventually become a master of it. It's the only way to become a master of something, to be really with it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. So don't worry too much. Somebody's interested in everything.
Yeah.
And anything you can be interested in, you'll find others will. But it's absolutely stupid to spend your time doing things you don't like in order to go on spending things you don't like, doing things you don't like, and to teach your children to follow in the same track. See, what we're doing is we're bringing up children and educating to live the same sort of lives we're living, in order that they may justify themselves and find satisfaction in life by bringing up their children, to bring up their children to to do the same thing, so it's all retch and no vomit. It never gets there.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's true.
It's true.
And so, therefore, it's so
a short little
important
video,
to
yeah.
consider this question. What do I desire?
So, I mean, it's so on point.
Yeah.
Like that little clip of him saying that, and I mean, that's old. You know, that goes back, I don't know how long. But that's awesome.
Not my forte, but
That's
I had
awesome.
to.
That's funny,
awesome.
bro.
Give it a shot.
That's very funny.
That's funny.
That can be your new
Yeah,
promo.
that's right. I
Alan
will.
Watts.
Yeah. I'll
Alan
be.
Watts by
Santo
it.
with Alan Watts. There you go. I love it. No, but that's something that, you know, when I got into just listening to different people and doing different readings, I got into Gary Vee, listening to Alan Watts, you know, and these are people that are pretty well known. I mean, it did switch my thinking. You know, it really is like, but, you know, a lot of people are like afraid to fully jump out there, you know, just to quit. It's not like saying quit everything you're doing right now and go start a new business. I mean, slowly get into it, you know? So when I talk to some peers, like I have a dear friend that we were just talking yesterday, you know, it's like, what do you love doing? We'll slowly start doing that on the side in the evenings, on the weekends, to where then you can build that and then get rid of the other, you know, and just see what you can do with it. And so my brain's always worked like that. I think I've always been a salesman.
Yeah.
And so it kind of worked out for being passionate about doing art. And even though I made really weird art, I felt I could sell it